नहमदुहु व नसल्ली अला रसूलिल करीम अम्मा बाद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। I begin with the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most beneficent, and may endless salutations upon He who is the reason for the creation of this universe and everything in it, the beloved of God, the mercy for the whole of mankind, and indeed for both worlds, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Dear brothers, respected elders, and most honorable ulama kiram, wa mashayikh azam, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is a great privilege and an honor for me to stand here before this galaxy of ulama and mashayikh and to say a few words about the blessed companions of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. You have already heard a great deal about this noble group of people, namely the Sahaba Kiram, Ridwanullah alayhim ajma'in. They have spoken very clearly and they have tried to elucidate our minds as to the lives of the Sahaba Kiram radiyallahu ta'ala anhum. I shall try in the brief time that I have been given to present before you the blessed companions as they are perceived by Western scholars. And the reason I have chosen to do this is to show that the Sahaba Kiram and the Charyanan Mustafa in particular have had such an influence on the history of this world that it is impossible for their contributions to be ignored. And the matter of faith does not come into it. They have left such a mark on the history of this world that their contributions and their characters cannot be ignored. To start out with, I'd like to share with you the assessment of various Western scholars on Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, who have paid their respects and tributes in glowing terms to this most cherished friend of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In his book, The Orient Under the Caliphs, the Austrian historian Alfred von Kremer says, Abu Bakr, the successor and representative of the Prophet in the highest phase of the Muslim community, was a simple man of the old Arabian fashion. And when summoned to the caliphate, he was changed in no respect. His household remained as unpretentious as ever. So dear brothers and sisters, this historian, this Austrian historian is saying that Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq was a simple man. And that's before he became a caliph, before he became the first Khalifa. And while he was the caliph, his lifestyle, he remained a simple man. Now think of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu and this example he has set for us and what the leaders, the so-called Muslim leaders of this world are doing today. These are the people who are meant to follow Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. He is our role model. He ought to be our role model. I'll move on to the next quote. In his book, The Caliphate, Its Rise, Decline and Fall, the Scottish historian Sir William Muir has made the following assessment of the character of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Abu Bakr had no thought of personal aggrandizement. Endowed with the sovereign and irresponsible power, he used it simply for the interests of Islam and the people's good. But the great secret of his strength was faith. Faith in who, you might ask? Faith in Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Call me not the Caliph of Allah. He would say, I am but the Caliph of the Prophet of Allah. These are the words of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He said, I am not the Caliph of Allah. I am the Caliph of the Prophet of Allah. So William Ware goes on to say, the question with him ever was, what did Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam command? Or what now would he have done? So, dear brothers, we bear in mind, this is the example that we're supposed to follow. I contend, I put this before you, that whenever you have a problem in your life, that problem could be financial, it could be material problem, it could be a spiritual problem. This, you have to look at the example of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Because whenever he was faced with a challenge in his life, he would refer to the memories of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the best of creation. And from the teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he never swerved a hair's breadth. He couldn't stand to deviate from the teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam for even a hair's breadth. And so it was that he crushed apostasy and he had secured the foundations of Islam. His reign was only a brief one. He only ruled for 2 years. And these are still the words of Sir William Muir, the Scottish historian. In fact, this person served as the Governor General of the Northwestern Province during the British Raj. So not only was he a historian, he was a colonial administrator as well. So he ought to know a few things about how things are governed and run, how statecraft is done. And he says, after Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam himself, there is no one to whom the faith is more beholden. So, brothers and sisters, this is not a Muslim saying these words. This is not Hazur Hujjat al-Islam saying this. This is not any of the other scholars in presence here saying this. This is a non-Muslim. And this just goes to show that no matter what the faith of the person, if the person, the only requirement for you to recognize the truth and the greatness of the Sahaba Kiram is for you to be a fair-minded person. That is the only requirement. If a person, whether he's a historian, whether he's a writer, whether he's a believer or a non-believer, the only thing you have to keep in mind while assessing the life of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ is to be fair-minded. And if you take off the spectacles of prejudice, then you will realize that the companions of Rasulullah ﷺ, they followed his teachings to the hilt, and that they are worthy of all the praise that they are given. In his book, Studies in a Mosque, Stanley Lanepool, he's a British historian as well, observed Abu Bakr's calm judgment and quick sagacity, joined to a gentle and compassionate heart, were of incalculable service to the faith of Islam. Now, I would like to say this at this point, that I find it astonishing that there are people who claim to be Muslims, yet fail to recognize the service that Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq performed for our faith. His generosity, his stuff of legends. When the Prophet ﷺ asked the companions for financial aid before Ghazwa Tabuk, what did Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq do? He gave all of his possessions. He presented before the Prophet ﷺ all the stuff that he had in his possession at that time. और आप सबने वो हजरत अल्लामा इकबाल का शेर तो सुनी रखा है, परवाने को चिराग है, बुलबुल को फूल बस, सिद्दीक के लिए है खुदा का रसूल बस. ये मकाम है हजरत सिद्दीक अकबर का, ये मकाम है सिद्दीक अकबर का. और ये सब सुनने के बावजूद ये लोग, ये क्या इन लोगों से वाकिफ नहीं है? ये इन मुअर्रिखीन के, इनकी कुतुब से, ये जो इक्तबासात में आपके सामने पढ़ रहा हूं, क्या ये इनसे वाकिफ नहीं है? ये काफिर होके भी सैयदना सिद्दीक अकबर की अजमत को रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं, उनको खिराज तहसीन पेश करते हैं. लेकिन कुछ लोग फिर भी, ये उनकी आदत बन चुकी है कीड़े निकालना, और ये सिर्फ बुग़्ज़ और कीना है, इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं, हसद है. जब ये लोग कह रहे हैं कि हज़रत सैयदना सिद्दीक अकबर की जो खिदमत है दीन इस्लाम के लिए, उनको शुमार में ही नहीं लाया जा सकता, तो आप कब तक आप ये करते रहेंगे? लेकिन मैं आगे बढ़ता हूँ, मेरे ख्याल में मैं ज्यादा इमोशनल हो रहा हूँ इस बारे में, ये तो चलता ही रहेगा ये. So brothers, dear brothers, it is abundantly clear from the quotes that I have presented before you, as I said before, that no fair-minded person, regardless of faith, can cast any aspersions on the character of Hazrat Sayyidina Siddiq Akbar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So, I hope I have sufficiently explained some of the quotes that I found in my research. So I'll move on to the second caliph, Murad Rasool, Hazrat Farooq Azam radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. The personage of Hazrat Umar Farooq, may God be pleased with him, is seen in a similar light to Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq by Western writers. Jurji Zaidan, a Christian historian, a Lebanese Christian historian, has paid a tribute to Hazrat Umar in the following words. In his time, various countries were conquered, spoils were multiplied, the treasures of the Persian and Roman empires were poured in streams before his troops. Nevertheless, he himself manifested a degree of abstemiousness and moderation which was never surpassed. He addressed the people clad in a garment patched with leather. He was himself the first to practice what he preached. I pray to Allah Almighty that we are all given this quality that he possessed. He kept a vigilant eye over the governors and generals, his governors and generals, and he inquired strictly into their conduct. He was just to all mankind and was kindly even to non-Muslims. Iron discipline was maintained everywhere during his reign. So, dear brothers, it is clear from this quote as well that Hazrat Umar Farooq radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, despite of all his pomp and glory, when he became the Khalifa of the Muslim empire, which he more than anybody else is responsible for creating, he remained a simple man. He used to preach wearing a garment patched with leather. In his book, Lives of Successors of Muhammad, Washington Irving, an American writer, historian, a very famous one at that, estimates the achievements of Hazrat Umar in the following terms. The whole history of Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu shows him to have been a man of great powers of mind, inflexible integrity, and rigid justice. He was, as I said, more than anyone else, the founder of the Islamic Empire, confirming and carrying out the inspiration of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, aiding Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala anhu with his counsels during the brief caliphate of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, and establishing wise regulations for the strict administration of law throughout the rapidly extending bounds of the Muslim conquest. In his classical work, The Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire, Edward Gibbon, an English historian, refers to Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu in the following terms: the abstinence and humility of Umar were not inferior to the virtues of Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu. His food consisted of barley, bread, or dates. His drink was water. He preached in a gown that was torn or tattered in 12 places. And nowadays our leaders, our so-called leaders, prefer to have their clothes bought from, wear Savile suits and Mayfair apartments and all that, all the pomp and glory exhibited by people who really have no right to behave in such a manner. For what have they achieved? And people who really have achieved something, like Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu and the rest of the companions, this is their lifestyle. This is their lifestyle. They have conquered half of the world. Hazrat Umar is responsible for the conquest of most of the Muslim world that we know today. It was done under his reign. But this is the lifestyle of Hazrat Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He's wearing garments that are torn to bits. So I will carry on because there's another very famous anecdote here. A Persian satrap who paid his homage as to the conqueror found him asleep among the beggars on the steps of the mosque of Muslims. So despite being the caliph of the Muslim world and a man of great repute, he does not see it beneath himself to sleep with the beggars. I will move on to the third caliph. Now, he who is the possessor of two lights, Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. In his book, A Study of Islamic History, Professor Kausar Ali, now I'm cheating here a little bit, but I think you'd forgive me for that. He's not really a Western historian, but since he's written in English, I think you can forgive me for this. Thank you very much. He says that Usman was upright, dutiful, and generous. In chastity and integrity, Usman was as firm as a mountain. Modesty was the salient feature of his character. The Prophet himself was so much pleased with him that he gave his two daughters in marriage to him. And this shows the love that the Prophet ﷺ had for Usman radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He could not bear to see Usman sad. He could not bear to see the sad look on the face, on the beautiful face, on the beautiful countenance of Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu, after Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu's wife passed away. So what did the Prophet do? He gave his other daughter, his second daughter, his hand to Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. I'll continue with the quote. He was very rich himself, but he contented himself with plain dress. His services in the recension of the Holy Quran were invaluable. And now this, I think, is a really key bit here, point here. I think we should be greatly indebted to Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu's service, this particular service. Because the Quran as we have it today would not be possible if it wasn't for the efforts of Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. What greater gift, I ask you, my dear brothers, can there be than the gift of the last message of the Almighty Himself? And who preserved it for us? Who preserved it for us? Who made it possible for the Quran to reach us today? Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. And in fact, as the ulama here are aware, and you're aware as well, when Hazrat Usman Ghani radiallahu ta'ala anhu was martyred, what was he doing? He was reading the Quran. He was reading the Quran, was he not? I believe that Quran, the particular copy that Hazrat Usman Ghani was reading, the blood-stained copy of the Quran that he was reading, is still preserved in a museum in whatever. Yeah. Is in Turkey, yes. Top copy, I believe, yeah. Now I've got it. It's a bit of a tongue twister. So, I think now, you were aware before as well, but maybe I've reminded you of this. I think whenever you read the Quran, just bear in mind who made it possible for you to have the Quran in the first place. If it wasn't for the efforts of Hazrat Usman Ghani, we would be deprived of the greatest gift that a caliph, that a companion of any prophet has given to his followers. Professor Kausar Ali goes on to say, he sacrificed his own life rather than wield the sword against the rebels. A man who sacrificed his life for the solidarity of Islam and the good of his subjects can easily be called a true patriot and a benign ruler. In his book, History of the Arabs, Philip K. Hitti, he's another Lebanese historian, and in fact he's considered to be a bit of an expert, or the expert on Arabian studies, a very famous Orientalist, observes as follows: Usman, who committed the words of Allah to an unalterable form, and whose reign saw the complete conquest of Iran, Azerbaijan, and Armenia, was a pious and well-meaning man. So again, Professor Philip K. Hitti is a Christian. As I said earlier, that non-Muslims are willing to acknowledge the contributions made by the Sahaba Kiram, Ridwanullah alayhim ajma'in. But some people who claim to be Muslims, yet have difficulty to do the same. May Allah Ta'ala give them the tawfiq. May Allah Ta'ala give them the tawfiq to see the character of the Sahaba Kiram as it truly is. And it is faultless. It is faultless, I put it to you, my dear brothers and sisters. It is faultless. It is spotless. Now, I'll move on to the last friend of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his cousin, his son-in-law, the Lion of Allah, Hazrat Ali al-Murtada radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. In his book, The Caliphate, Rise, Decline and Fall, again, Sir William Muir has paid his tribute to Ali radiyallahu ta'ala anhu in the following words: in the character of Ali, there are many things to commend, mild and beneficial. He treated Basra, when prostrate at his feet, with a generous forbearance towards theocratic fanatics who varied his patience by incessant intrigues, and in sincere rebellion he showed no vindictiveness. So, dear brothers and sisters, this goes to show the greatness of the character of Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that he was not a weak man. You all know him as the conqueror of Khyber. Yet, this is where his true quality lies. A weak person, when confronted, might back down. And there is no greatness in that because he is weak. What is he supposed to do? You know, he would back down. But Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu was a fearsome warrior. Yet, he chose for the cohesion, for the unity of the Muslim Ummah, to forgive even those who did not deserve that forgiveness. This is his true greatness. This is what true greatness is. In his book, An Account of the Rise and Progress of Mohammedanism, Dr. Henry Stoop observes as follows: Ali had a contempt for the world, its glory and pomp. He feared God much, gave many alms, was just in all his actions, humble and affable, of an exceeding quick wit, and of ingenuity that was not common. He was exceedingly learned, not only in those sciences that terminate in speculation, but those which extend to practice. So again, Hazrat Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu not only preached, but he practiced what he preached. किरदार के भी गाजी थे, गुफ्तार के भी गाजी थे, और किरदार के भी गाजी थे. इल्म, हिकमत, तकवा, ज़ुहद, हर चीज में मौला अली was superlative. I think I've taken enough of your time. I can see from some of your faces that you want this to be over, and so do I. So, I won't take any more of your time. Dear members of the audience, I would like to conclude by reminding you all, this is a message that you have heard many times before. In fact, this is the thing that I would like you to remember. This is the message that I have heard from my father, honorable father. This is the message that he has preached for the whole of his life. And that is that all the companions of our Prophet, peace be upon him, ought to be our role models. Allah himself has referred to them as stars of guidance. They work tirelessly to establish and disseminate the last message of God. Now it is up to us to follow in their footsteps by doing the same, and in doing so, we will ensure our success in this world and in the hereafter.